Top richest women. There are only 327 women included in this year's edition of the Forbes list of billionaires, which is a decrease from the previous year's total of 328. The combined wealth of these 327 women is now estimated to be $1.56 trillion, up from $1.53 trillion in the previous year. This figure takes into account those individuals who share their money with their husbands, kids, or sibling. The fortune of the vast majority, 226, of these ultra-wealthy women was passed down over generations, and this includes the top 3 richest women in the world. Notable newcomers this year include Rihanna, who became the first billionaire in Barbados thanks to her beauty empire; Melanie Perkins, the 34-year-old co-founder of design startup Canva; and Melinda French Gates, who is being listed as a billionaire in her own right, following her divorce from Bill Gates in the middle of 2021. All 3 of these women are considered notable newcomers. Here's a list details the top 10 wealthiest women in the world. Number 10. Iris Fontbona family. The total amount of wealth is $23.1 billion. Fontbona is the widow of Andrónico Luksic, a Chilean entrepreneur who created an empire in mining and drinks before passing away in 2005. Fontbona is the wealthiest woman in all of Latin America. She is the owner and chairwoman of Antofagasta plc, a mining firm based in Chile that specializes in the production of copper, and she also holds a large share in Cuenco, a holding company that is traded publicly and has operations in the manufacturing, banking, and beverage industries. Her 2 sons are also involved in the business. Antofagasta is a mining corporation that is controlled by Fontbona and her family. It is situated in Santiago. Banco de Chile, Madico, a maker of copper products, the country's largest brewer, CCU, and CSAV, a shipping firm, are all under their influence thanks to the publicly traded corporation Cuenco, which they own. CSAV is the 16th largest shipping firm in the world when evaluated by the number of TEUs. In 2013, she maintained control over 65% of Antofagasta. Fontbona managed to make their family business grow and reach its new heights of success after the death of her husband and while the business he had started was under her hands. Number 9. Mackenzie Scott. The total amount of wealth is $24.4 billion. Following her divorce from Jeff Bezos in 2019, she acquired 4% of Amazon, and she has since made it a priority to donate it to charitable organizations at a fast speed. Through her Yield Giving Foundation, she has given more than $14 billion to almost 1,600 different charitable organizations thus far. The Testing of Luther Albright, Scott's first novel, was published in 2005. In 2006, it was honored with an American Book Award. Her second novel, titled Traps, was released to the public in the year 2013. Since she established the anti-bullying nonprofit Bystander Revolution in 2014, she has served as the organization's executive director in that capacity. As a signatory to the Giving Pledge, Scott is committed to donating at least half of her wealth to charitable causes. In the year 2020, she made philanthropic contributions of $5.8 billion, which is one of the greatest yearly distributions made by a private individual to working charities. In 2021, she made an additional donation of $2.70 billion. Midway through December 2022, Scott contributed a total of $14 billion to over 1,600 different philanthropic organizations. Number 8. Gina Rinehart. Wealth is estimated to be $27 billion. The mining and agribusiness conglomerate Hancock Prospecting Group is led by the Australian entrepreneur who chairs the corporation. Her father, Lang Hancock, who passed away in 1992, left her the company as an inheritance, even though the price of iron ore has significantly decreased. Since March of 2022, which has led to an 11% decrease in her fortune, she is still the wealthiest person in Australia. Number 7. Suzanne Clatton. The total amount of wealth is $27.4 billion. Suzanne Clatton owns 19% of German carmaker BMW. Her father was the great industrialist Herbert Quandt, who drove BMW to its preeminent position in the luxury market. Her mother was the third wife of Herbert Quandt. Clatton, who who specializes in economics and holds a master's degree in business administration, is also the owner of Altana, a chemical business that was established by her grandfather. Number 6. Rafaela Aponte Diamond. The total amount of wealth is $31.2 billion. This year, Forbes reevaluated the value of MSC, one of the greatest shipping businesses in the world, which Aponte Diamond co-founded with her husband Gianluigi in 1970 with one ship. As a result of this reevaluation, Aponte Diamond has joined the ranks of the top 10 richest women in the world. Previously, Rafaela and Gianluigi were included in the same listing. However, in 2023, Forbes separated their profiles to reflect their status as independent billionaires as part of a more comprehensive revision of the way we classify joint wealth. Number 5. Miriam Adelson and her family. The net worth is $35 billion. The Las Vegas Sands Corporation is the largest casino operator in the world, and Adelson is the company's majority shareholder. Following the passing in 2021 of her husband, long-standing Republican Party kingmaker Sheldon Adelson, she came into possession of the stake. According to estimates provided by Forbes, during her lifetime she has contributed close to $1 billion to fund medical research and the creation of new drugs. She is a medical doctor. Number 4. Jacqueline Mars. The net worth is $38.3 billion. Mars and her brother, John Mars, hold an estimated one-third of the candy and pet food multinational behemoth Mars Inc. is responsible for the production of candy classics such as M&M's, Hubba Bubba, and Snickers. John Mars is Mars's husband. In 1911, her grandfather, Frank C. Mars, was the one who first established the business. Mars is an heiress among the members of the Mars family that founded and runs Mars Incorporated, and she holds shares in the company. Mars was named after the planet on which the company is named. Forbes magazine ranked her as the 18th richest person in the United States, and number 34 on its list of the world's billionaires in January 2019 based on the estimated value of her family's shares of Mars, Inc. and other assets, which totaled $23.5 billion. Since 1982, when she first started working at Mars, Inc. in the role of Food Product Group President, Mars has been very involved with the firm. In 2001, she took her retirement. Forbes ranked her as the wealthiest resident currently residing in the state of Virginia in June 2019, with an estimated net worth of $28.1 billion. Number 3. A. Walton, Alice. The total amount of wealth is $56.7 billion. She received a stake in the company through her inheritance from her father, Walmart co-founder Sam Walton, who passed away in 1992. She is highly recognized in the state of Arkansas, where her family originates, for opening the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in the city of Bentonville. The museum features artwork by renowned artists such as Warhol, Rockwell, and Rothko. Number 2. Julia Koch and Amp family. The net worth is $59 billion. Together with her 3 grown children, the widow of the late David Koch, who passed away in 2019, owns 42% of the company Koch Industries. Koch is the administrator of the David H. Koch Foundation, which is the vehicle through which she and her late husband contributed over $1.8 billion to various charitable causes, including those dealing with issues linked to addiction, education, criminal justice, and poverty. The Metropolitan Museum of Art decided to nominate her as a trustee in January. Number 1. The Françoise Bettencourt Myers family. The net worth is $85 billion. As a result of a 12% increase in the value of the cosmetics conglomerate stock since the previous year, the L'Oréal heir maintains her position as the richest woman in the world for the 3rd year in a row. She is the author of multiple Bible commentaries and was brought up in a devout Catholic household. She is Lillian Bettencourt's only child and the sole inheritor of her estate. She wed Jean-Pierre Myers, who was the grandson of a rabbi who was killed at the Auschwitz concentration camp. She became a Jew after converting to the religion, and they brought up their children Jean Victor and Nicholas in the Jewish faith. Her marriage was met with opposition as a result of the trial of her grandfather, Eugene Schuler. She recently hired a managing director for her investment firm, Tethys Invest, where she backs projects such as the French private hospital operator Elson. This is in addition to her previous pledge of $230 million, which she made in conjunction with L'Oreal, for the rebuilding of Notre Dame Cathedral. Did you like it? Tell us what you think of the video in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.